Julian, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so we could continue with the full Kaddish on page 300 in Lev Shalem, or page 10 in Sim Shalom.
Yikadav Yikadash Me Rabba Yama Divrach Yerute V'Yamlech Machute V'Chayechan of Yomechan of Chayedachol Beit Yisrael V'Agalav Isman Kari V'Imru Amen
Amen. Yehesh me Rabba Mevorach Le'olamo Me'almaya.
Me'almaya Yitbarach V'Yishtabach V'Yitpa'ar V'Yitraman V'Yitnaseh V'Yithadar V'Yithaleh V'Yithalal Shmei L'Kudishah Leila min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata damiran b'yama, v'yimeru amen. Yitkabas lahon v'tachon d'chol Yisrael, kadam avuhon v'shmaya v'yimeru
Amen.
Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru amen. Say shalom b'mramav, hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'yakol Yisrael, v'yimeru amen.
Aleinu
Katu b'toratech Adonai imloch le'olam bo'ed, v'ne'emar b'chaya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz, v'yom hahu yiyeh Adonai echad, u'shmo echad.
Mourner's Kaddish, page 302 in Lev Shalem, or 12 in Sim Shalom. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, ve'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon of yomechon, v'chayedachol beit Yisrael, v'agalav izman kariv imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam ol me'ol maya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, Vid hadar vitale vitalal shemeda kudasha berichu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shloma rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Yasher Koach, Julian. Thank you for leading us in Mincha. Now, when a festival coincides with Shabbat, it means that we don't do the Kabbalat Shabbat service, because Kabbalat Shabbat is meant to be a transition from a weekday to Shabbat to kind of raise the sense of sanctity and holiness as we get ready for Shabbat. That we've already are in that spirit, because Sukkot is beginning. And though I wouldn't call it necessarily a sacred feeling that I had yesterday when I built the sukkah, because it's a lot of work, there is that kind of level of sanctity that happens when you're preparing for the holiday. So with that, we don't do Kabbalat Shabbat. Also, just to mark just liturgically that there's a difference tonight. This Friday night is not just a regular weekday going into Shabbat. It is a festival also. So instead of starting with Shalom Aleichem and all those Psalms, what we have instead is Psalm 92. So we turn to page 23 in the Shabbat Sim Shalom, or page 27 in the Lev Shalem. Mizmor shir, shir liyom hashabbat. Mizmor shir, shir liyom hashabbat. Tov lo do ladonai u'zemer shem chayon. Lagid baboker chaseh. Kinevach Adonai, kinevach yavedu yibaru v'layaven. Tishman oznai. Tzadik tamar yifrach ke'erez balavanon yiske shetulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvun beseva teshenim verananim yiyu lehagid ki ashar Adonai suri velo avlatabo Adonai malach lavesh Adonai os hirazaf tikon tevel bal timo nachanusa. Nikol my rodim adurim mishperi amadir b'marom Adonai. Eidotecha nemnu meod leveit chanav kodesh Adonai leorech yamim la 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 la. La 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 la. Mourner's Kaddish is on page 30 in the Lev Shalem, 24 in Sim Shalom. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, ve'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, v'agala v'zman karivim ru amen, yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam o me'olmaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudesha berichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata tamiran b'alma v'imru amen Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen Oseh shalom bimromav huyaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We all rise for Baruch Hu for the evening service, and you'll notice that the tune is a little bit different. It's a special holiday tune, not the regular Shabbat tune. We continue page 39 in Lev Shalem, 28 in the Shabbat Sim Shalom. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamavorach. Baruch Adonai Hamavorach Leolam Va'ed. You may be seated. Baruch et Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Sher b'raro mariv aruvim B'chochma potech sharim V'vitvona mashal eitim. Avir yom umevi laila umavdil ben yom uvein laila Adonai tzvaot shemo El chai v'kayam tamidim lo chaleinu leolam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim Ahavat olam beit Yisrael amcha ahavta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu B'shachveinu v'kumeinu nasiach bechukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha uv'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki heim chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem negeh yomam v'layla yomam v'layla v'avatcha tasir mimenu le'olamim baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kol Olam Va'ed Ve'ahavta Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha v'chol nafshecha v'chol modecha V'haya im shemot Yishmor Shmosai Yashin Yishmor Lechem B'nifei Levachem B'Seder Vayomer Adonai Moshe Layman B'nei Yisrael Motahem V'Kam B'Nei Amen. Adonai Elohechem Emet ve'emunah kol zot ve'kayam aleinu ki Adonai Eloheinu V'Mashem Gavul V'Mashem We're on 44 in Leif Shalem, or the middle of page 32 in Sim Shalom. Umalchuta baratzon kiblu aleihem Moshe uMiriam uvenei Israel achanu shira b'simcha rabba v'yamru chulam mi chamocha ba'ilim Adonai mi kamocha nadar ba'kodesh norati lot o sefele Malchutecha ra'u vanecha boki hayam lifnei Moshe ze'eli anu v'yamru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed v'ne'emar kifada Adonai et Yaakov u'galo miyad chazak mimenu baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel, and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us, remove from us enemies, pestilence, swords, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us, and you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Ushmor tzeiteinu vo'einu l'chaim u'l'shalom me'ata v'ad olam. Ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha baruch atah Adonai. Haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim. We rise if we can for Vishamru, and then the line for festivals, Vayidaber Moshe, on page 46 in Lev Shalem, 34 in Sim Shalom. Vishameru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asod et HaShabbat Ledarotam berit olam beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashmayim v'et haaretz uvayom hashvi Shavat vayinafash. Vaydaber Moshe ad Moadei Adonai el bnei Yisrael. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah. V'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon uviomechon uv'chayei l'chol Beit Yisrael. V'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olmei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei. V'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal Shemei dekudesha berichu. Le'ye'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechemata. Damiran be'alma v'yimru amen. In the Sim Shalom, it's easier with the Amida for Yom Tov, the festival Amida, which you'll also include the phrases for Shabbat, is found on page 41, and you read it silently to page 44. In Lev Shalem, we have to turn to page 306 for the festival Amida. 306, and I'm turning there now. And we read the Amida silently. Look for the directions for the evening service, and also look for the additions for Sukkot and for Shabbat. It's 306 to 314. So as we conclude our private prayers, in the Lev Shalem, we turn back to page 53 to add the section for Shabbat. In Sim Shalom, we turn to page 47. ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה, ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל, אלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, קונה שמיים וארץ, מגן אבות בדברו, מחיי מתים במאמרו, האל הקדוש שאין כמוהו, המניח לעמו, ביום שבת קודשו. כי בם רצה להניח להם, כי בם רצה להניח להם, לפניו נעבוד ביראה ופחד, ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד, מעון הברכות. אל ההודעות, אדון השלום, מקדש השבת ומברך שביעי, ומניח בקדושה, לעמד ושני עונג, זכר למעשה וראשית. אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, רצה במנוחתנו, קדשנו במצוותיך ותן חלקנו בתורתך, סבנו מטובך ושמחנו בישועתך, וטהר ליבנו לעבדך באמת, והנחילנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה ורצון שבקודשך, וינוחו וישראל מקדשי שמך, ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת, יתקדש ויקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחי יכונו וימיכונו וחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה בזמן קריב ויאמרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה, יתברך, יתברך, וישבח, ויתפאר, ויטמע, ויתנשא, ויתהדר, ויתעלה, ויתהלל, שמי לקודשה, בריחו, לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה, תשבחתה ונחמתה, תמירן בעלמא ויאמרו, אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ויאמרו, אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ויאמרו, amen. The Kiddush, which we will do now, usually when we're at the synagogue, and we would go into the sukkah at the end of the service for Kiddush, but we'll do it this way in its normal spot. So Kiddush for festival in Lev Shalem is found on page 79. In the Sim Shalom, it's found on page 50. Now, this is meant, in the Lev Shalem, this is meant to be done at home. There's a difference between the Kiddush we say at home and the Kiddush we say in synagogue. The Vayachulu paragraph that I just sang is part of Kiddush when we do it at home. When you do Kiddush in a synagogue, you don't do the Vayachulu paragraph. So we're not going to start there. We start on page 79 of Lev Shalem in the middle where it says, on all other days begin here. In the Sim Shalom, you'll see it just starts as regular at the top of page 50. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, borei peri agafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, asher bacha banu mikol am, v'vro amanu mikol lashon, v'kidshanu b'mitzvotav. V'titen lanu Adonai Eloheinu b'yahava, Shabbatot limenucha, umoadim l'simcha, chagim uzmanim l'sason. Et yom hashabbat hazeh, et yom chag hasukot hazeh, zaman simchatenu b'yahava mikra kodesh, zecher l'tziat mitzrayim. Kivanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim, v'shabbat moadei kodshecha, B'ahava uvratzon b'simcha v'sason hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabat v'Yisrael v'hazmanim. The prayer for being in the sukkah. Baruch atah Adonai. Uh, yes, I just want to make sure here. I always, on Sukkot, when Kiddush is chanted in Sukkah, add the following bracha on the first night before Shechianu. That's what I thought. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, shekitshanu b'mitzvotav, etzivanu le'shev b'sukkah. And now Shechianu, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, shehecheyanu, v'kiyamanu, v'higianu, lazman hazeh. So in Lev Shalem, we turn back to Aleinu on page 56. In Sim Shalom, we continue on page 51. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol lategedula leotzer breishit shelo asanu kegoyei aratzot velo samanu kemishpachot adama shelo sam chelkenu kahem v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shehu Noteh Shemayim V'Seir Haaretz Al Kain Nekavel Chan Eloheinu Kakatu b'Toratecha Adonai Yimloch le'olam va'ed v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yiyeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Mourner's Kaddish, 58 in Lev Shalem, 52 in Sim Shalom. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, ve'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, v'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam ol me'ol maya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei, V'yidhadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata ta'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shloma rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. And the psalm for the high holiday season, page 59 in Lev Shalem, page 80 in Sim Shalom. Ledavid Adonai Uri Vishimi Mirad Chayim. 7 lines down. Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai otavakesh. Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai otavakesh. Shifti bevet Adonai kol yemei chayai. Lachazot b'noam Adonai. Ulavaker behechalo, lachazot benoam Adonai, ulavaker behechalo, kitz b'neini b'suko b'yomam. Luleihem anti lerot b'tuv Adonai beretz chayim kavei el Adonai chazak v'yametz libecha v'kavei el Adonai. Mourner's Kaddish again. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah v'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei V'chayachonu v'yomechonu v'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael v'agalav izman karivim ru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevarach le'olam ol me'ol maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei dekudesha berichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Just a couple quick things. Tomorrow morning service will be at 9:30 as usual. The service will be a little bit longer because we include Hallel. We don't use the Lulav and Etrog tomorrow because it's Shabbat, but there is a procession, a Hoshana. That's not a procession, but there's part of the religious poetry additions to the Sukkot service are reminders of the processions around the temple with the lulav and etrog, and there's a special one for Shabbat, which we'll do tomorrow. On Sunday, tomorrow evening, service at 6 o'clock, and Sunday morning, 9:30. But Sunday morning, we hope to have some religious school families join us. We'll do Hallel, and we'll do the processions, the procession with lulav and etrog at that point, right after Hallel. Hopefully, religious school families will have something to share. Hopefully, Jules will share that beautiful sukkah that Zelma had made. Just a little hint, it's from 1968. And hopefully we'll hear the story about that sukkah. If you have stories to share, a decoration for your sukkah or something like that you want to share on Sunday, that'll be great. We'll do that on Sunday morning after Hallel, as we're doing the procession with Lulav and Etrog, and then the rest of the service. So that's, we won't have a Sunday evening service, but we will, I think, or maybe, I didn't advertise a Sunday evening, but we could do a Sunday evening service at 7:30. So we'll see, we'll take a poll on Sunday for those attending the service in the morning, how many can make it Sunday evening at 7:30, and we can do a Mariv service to conclude the holiday. Yigdal's on page 62 in Lev Shalem, or 53 in Sim Shalom. Yigdal Elohim Chai v'yishtabach nimsa v'yenei tel metziuto echad v'yen yachid keyichudo nelam v'gam ein sof le'achduto ein lo demut haguf v'yeino guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato kadmon lechol davar asher nivra rishon v'yen reshit le'reshito Hino Adon Olam v'chol notzar yoregedulato malchuto shefa nevuato netano elan shesegulato v'tifarto lo kam b'Yisrael kemo she'od naviu mabit et emunato Toratem enatan le'amoel al yanevio neman beito lo yachalifael velo yamir dato le'olamim lezulato Sofeviodeya setarenu mabit lesof davar bekadmato komele ish chesed kemifalo Noten l'rasha ra karishato yishach leketz yamin meshichenu lifto mechake ketz yeshuato meitim yachayel berov chasto baruch adei ad shem dilato meitim yachayel berov chasto baruch adei ad shem tehilato. You can unmute yourselves if you wish. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach, everybody.
Chag Sameach, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Chag Sameach.
Shabbat
Shalom. Chag Sameach.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom, Jonah. Yeah.
Shalom.
Stand the man.
All right. Oh, you got braces, Jonah? Yeah.
Hey, Deborah.
Oh boy, aren't you lucky?
Just remember, it's only temporary.
Yeah, it's only temporary, Jonah.
Yeah.
How long have you had them?
Like June, no, like March or April.
Oh,
Well, how
why
long
haven't I
total?
noticed? I thought, well, I guess maybe you haven't put your mouth up to the camera before.
Maybe I haven't opened my mouth wide enough.
Remember those days. All right, guys. Shabbat shalom, Chag Sameach, everybody.